Only 2.6 FM Radio for Alan. We're talking about dealing with diabetes in the South Asian community in just a moment. And joining us on the phone will be Dr Wasim Hanif, consultant physician in Birmingham, and also Peter Muse from Nova Nordis. Hi there, welcome to the programme. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us about the background to this then. Dealing with diabetes, but in the South Asian community in particular. No doubt, I'm right in saying that that particular community are affected more by this.
Thanks for having me on the program. I think, yes, you're absolutely right. The risk of developing diabetes or the prevalence of diabetes in South Asian communities is 6 times more likely than the host white Caucasian community.
Do we know why?
I think there are a number of reasons that have been attributed for this increased risk. One of it is a genetic predisposition. So the people of South Asian descent have got increased risk of developing diabetes on a genetic basis. But this is further compounded by environmental factors like a diet which is rich in fat, high in carbohydrate and high in sugar, along with a lack of physical activity. So a combination of these factors is responsible for the increased prevalence.
And I guess the genetic side is part of the same thing as well that you've just mentioned because it's grown up over the centuries.
Yeah, I think although there is a genetic predisposition, because there's certain genes if people have, they have got more risk of developing diabetes. We don't really fully understand the exact genetic factors that are involved. But I think what is important is that because the increase in the prevalence of diabetes has happened in the last 30, 40 years, because before that the prevalence of diabetes was extremely low across the globe. So although there is a genetic element to it, what is considered to be the most important are the environmental and lifestyle factors. It is the environmental and lifestyle factors that are driving this epidemic.
Right, so where do we go from here now? Just give us an idea of where we head now next. I mean, what's the advice out there?
Yeah, maybe I can address that question. Thanks for having me as well on the program. First of all, to add, it's not only the South Asian population where this is, of course, very prevalent. Diabetes is overall on the rise in the UK, and as Dr. Hanif said, it's really driven by our lifestyle due to the diet that we have, and as well this not or lack of sufficient exercise. Where does it take us now? I think in UK in particular, that means for the South Asian population as well as other populations in the UK, it's a matter of taking action and prioritizing diabetes. Diabetes is on the rise. In the UK, we have today about close to 4 million diabetes patients. This will rise by 2025 to about 7 million, 5 to 6 million patients. So it is really on the rise, and it's time that we bring diabetes high on the agenda. We know that the government is prioritizing dementia and cancer, and due to the social and economic drama of diabetes, it needs to be prioritized.
All right, so what do we do as individuals if we think we're at risk, or if we're getting on a bit and we think we should get checked out, or if we think we've got some symptoms? I mean, what should we do?
As I said, with diabetes, I think that there are certain things that can be done. First of all, both in terms of prevention and managing diabetes, it is quite important to try and change the lifestyle. Although it's easier said than done, but I think it is important that we do that. And what it involves is trying to cut down or modify a diet, eat healthily, cut down the fat contents of a diet, cut down the carbohydrate contents of a diet, and start doing physical activity. Just to give you an example, the recommended physical activity for everyone in the UK is 150 minutes of exercise, which could be classified as brisk walking a week, which is 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week, and not on the weekends. Even if you do this little amount of exercise and change in your lifestyle, you decrease the risk of developing the diabetes by about 60%. What is again more important is that the NHS and the government has launched what is known as the National Vascular Screening Program. As a part of this, every person in the UK will get a letter from the GP once they're above 40 years, and in the case of South Asians, above 25 years, to attend the GP surgery to have some tests done. This test will detect a number of conditions, including diabetes. So it is quite important to have this screening program then so that your diabetes is diagnosed early. And once it's diagnosed, it is quite important to manage it properly. So a number of measures needs to be done to kind of address this issue.
All right. Well, where do we find out more, gentlemen?
Well, I think the first place to go to in the UK is when you go to Diabetes UK. The website of Diabetes UK is www.diabetes.org.uk. That organization is well known to provide the necessary information and even education to people who either are concerned about getting diabetes or have diabetes.